Hi, everyone. It's Margaret Manning here with 60 and Me. Hope that you're doing great this morning. I've got my cup of tea as always, and I'm feeling a little bit quiet this morning. I've got something I want to share with you, which is important, but I feel both joyful and sad with the news, but it's something I want to share with you because this is so important to me. But I've got my tea at Smash tea, pomegranate and raspberry, and it's the kind of tea that you need for a conversation like this. And I hope that you've got a tea or coffee or something that you love. I'm going to have a little sip. It's really good. So, the reason that I wanted to share with you today the story is to memorialize the passing of someone who meant a lot to me personally and to women all around the world. If you knew Evelyn Hannon, you knew that she was the founder of Journeywoman, which is an amazing website for women. She inspired women all over the world to travel, solo, with friends, just to feel they had no stereotypes. They could just go out and enjoy themselves on the road. And she welcomed their comments, their feedback. And in fact, her whole site, journeywoman.com, is a celebration of people's travels and their lives. And she did a regular newsletter and helped to promote businesses, travel companies that were run by women, for women, taking them to wonderful places. And so many of my friends discovered the India tour, the Eat Your Heart Out tour company with Sheila. And I went on that tour and had seen it in Journeywoman. So Evelyn turned people on to amazing travel opportunities all around the world. Now, I got to know her 5 years ago when I first started 60 and Me, and I asked her to be interviewed. And of course, I was absolutely terrified because she had been my like my mentor, my goddess of travel for so many years, and I was just nervous to talk with her. But she put me at ease. She was amazing. She told me her story, her adopted grandchildren, and the story of her two daughters, who she loved to bits. She loved her grandchildren so much, and her Facebook pages and her posts were all about them and the fun stories and times they had together. She was a woman who really celebrated life, and she did it with a smile, and you just never felt that she's humble and had humility about her, but she was strong. She was a strong woman. She had her point of view, and she stood up for herself and for women all around the world. She'd been going, I think the website was about 20 years old, and it's still there. So, of course, go check it out, journeywoman.com. I don't know what's going to happen, but, these are always the transitions that occur at these times. But anyway, I just wanted to say thank you, Evelyn, from all the women here at 60 and Me. I valued you so much, and I'm going to miss you. And so after the interview I did with her, I did get to meet Evelyn in person about a year ago. We went on a sponsored cruise with Viking. It was amazing. It was on the Danube, and we got to go to Budapest and Vienna. And I hung out with her. We chatted. We had dinner. We just hugged each other. It was just there she was in real life, and she had an aura about her. She could make people talk to her. She had her cutie of the day. Oh, I've got goosebumps thinking about Evelyn. She had her cutie of the day. She would take pictures of guys who she'd see on the way, men old and young, and then she'd either get in the picture and hug them, or she was magical. Just magical. So anyway, I just wanted to start this conversation with a memory of Evelyn. She was 79 years old and treasured every second. But the reason that I came up was I was thinking about an interview. Today's talk came up because I was thinking of that time with her and an interview that I had with Jane Duncan Rogers, who is a person in Scotland. I actually met her in Scotland, who has a business called Before I Go Solutions. And she wrote this book and workbook basically based on her husband's death. He had time to think about it, and they worked together on putting together his plan. And so she put this program in place called Before I Go Solutions, and it's kind of end of life planning. And you can check out our interview. It's actually a very nice interview. She's a really lovely woman and super practical and down to earth in her structure of how she thinks. And so I just wanted to go through with you briefly what she said we have to think about. And, we're all blessed with every single day that we have on this planet. But we have to also think about it. If you're in your 60s, 70s, 80s, or even younger, no one's guaranteed a minute on this planet. And I'm just so grateful for everyone in my life. I would be completely lost without my family. They are my rock, my son, my two sons, my daughter-in-laws, and just my grandkids. I mean, honestly, getting emotional, but it's just life is so precious, and it's good to be prepared. That's what Jane says. So the first thing is, what do we value about being alive? Just what is it we want to leave as our legacy? What do we want to leave as a memory? Do we have an end of life plan? It's insurance. It's insurance for if something should happen. Now, if you're in a way got the opportunity to talk things through, have time, then that's good. But sometimes we don't have time. There's an accident or something happens, it's unexpected. So it's good to plan a little bit in advance. So the first thing she says is to be sure that you know who you can talk to about this, and get at least one person in your life who you can share your plan with. And it could be a family member, it could be family members. I mean, I've talked to both my sons about what I would like to have happen when I die, and more or less what the celebration of my life should be like, and some music I would like to play, and just the people I want to thank, the joy of my life with them. And I've got lots of pictures and things we would all share and have a laugh over. Hopefully, that would be my desire. And have smiles and hugs and tears and kisses instead of not knowing what to do. So that's the first thing. Our friends also can become our families. And sometimes it's a very good friend who can help. So whoever you've got, just have somebody in your life that you can share with. Now, if you don't have children, this is a challenge for some people to consider. Again, find someone who you can talk to. It could be a professional. It could be someone who's an attorney, or someone a family friend who you can entrust your will and other things with. Otherwise the law of the land is going to come into play. If you don't plan it ahead, you're going to deal with rules and regulations that you just may not have wanted to have in play. So that's important. The other thing, of course, is what do you want to happen to your body? For one thing, I've got all these postcards, and I just said, I want to be cremated. So just put them all in there with me, burn all my memories with me. They're not going to make anybody else happy. They're mine, personal things. But there are little things like that, just tiny little wishes that you hope somebody will do for you. As I said, I want mine to be a party. I want Tina Turner. I want David Bowie. I want people singing, and it's just, I want some of my son James's music played. It's all there. It's all laid out in writing for me. So her website actually explores all of this, and it's kind of important to start a conversation and to list, what you want your funeral to be like. What do you want the experience, the celebration of your life? Do you want any celebration at all? Do you want it to be quiet and no activity at all? Do you want just a gentle, calm departure? It could be that too. But if you don't tell people this, you won't know. They won't know. And also, there might be some people that you do not want to be at your funeral. You may want to have all that, celebration in a sense, but with certain people that you just don't fit there. They're not in the drama of your life. They were not there through it all, and you prefer them not to be there. There could be friends that you don't want to come. Someone has got to know this. Right. So check out Jane's website, Before I Go Solutions, and start this conversation with someone you love, or a friend or family member. And she has this workbook. It's actually very useful. Takes you through lots of questions that you might want to ask yourself and document. I have a book that I put together called The Book of Me. It's something I bought on Amazon. You can buy it. It's called The Book of Me. And I answered pretty much all the questions in there that they asked. And it's tucked away with my will and pictures and other little treasures that I've kept. And hopefully that will be a help to someone. But anyway, it's just, I'm still very sad that I'm not going to get to cruise with Evelyn anymore in person. But, she's there with me in spirit. I mean, I'll never be the same. Part of her is part of me, and she'll always be in my life, as will all of you and 60 and me in some way. It's all woven together in the tapestry of our lives, and that's how I like it. I want to be surrounded by all of that. And of course, my family, my sons, and those people that are close to me, my grandchildren and daughters-in-law, those are my precious people. And they're and close family. They know who they are. So anyway, hope that's been a good conversation. I didn't mean to make it feel too sad, but life is shaded and dark and light. And today was a moment for just reflection. Evelyn, we love you still. And thank you for everything you did for us. And hope that you will have a wonderful day, everybody. And take good care. Remember, reflect on someone that you've lost and have a little virtual hug to them. Let them know what they meant to you. It's important. Okay, take care, everybody. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And we'll talk again soon. Bye for now.